When did a customer mess with the wrong employee? I was working at this fancy coffee place downtown, one of those spots where drinks cost like $8 and everyone thinks they're better than you. We had this one regular who came in every Tuesday around noon. Rich lady, always wore these designer sunglasses indoors, and carried a purse that probably cost more than my rent. Her name was Victoria, and she was absolutely horrible. Like, the worst kind of customer you can imagine. She'd order these super complicated drinks, then change her mind halfway through making them. Last week, she wanted a triple shot caramel macchiato with oat milk. Extra hot, no foam. I'm literally steaming the milk when she goes, actually make that iced with almond milk instead. So I have to dump everything and start over. But here's the thing that really made me mad. She wouldn't just change her order. She'd complain about everything, acting like we were complete morons. She'd be like, God, how hard is it to make coffee? This is why you work here instead of having a real job. She said this stuff loud enough for other customers to hear, trying to embarrass us. My coworker Jake quit because of her. She made him remake her drink 4 times, then told the manager he was incompetent and demanded he be fired. Poor guy was just trying to pay for college. So last Tuesday, I'm already having a terrible day. My car wouldn't start that morning, I was running on 3 hours of sleep, and my manager just told us our hours were getting cut. Then Victoria walks in wearing this smug expression, ready to ruin someone else's day. She orders her usual complicated mess, then immediately starts complaining that we're taking too long. This is pathetic, she says, loud enough for the whole cafe to hear. You people are absolutely useless. No wonder you're stuck making coffee for a living. That's when something inside me just snapped. But instead of yelling back, I got this brilliant idea. I put on my biggest customer service smile and said, Ma'am, I am so sorry we're disappointing you. Let me personally make your drink to perfection. She looked surprised but pleased, probably thinking she'd finally broken me into submission. Well, it's about time someone here showed some professionalism, she said. I asked her to step aside and promised I'd make her the best drink she'd ever had. Then I went behind the counter and started preparing it super slowly, explaining every single step like I was teaching a 5-year-old. First, I said in this really cheerful voice, we're going to add the vanilla syrup you insisted on, even though it doesn't actually go with espresso. But the customer is always right. A couple people waiting in line started smiling. Now we're adding the special oat milk you requested, which we have to froth to exactly 135 degrees, because heaven forbid we hit 136 and ruin this masterpiece. More customers were starting to pay attention, some quietly chuckling. Victoria's face was getting red, but she couldn't really say anything because I was being super polite and giving her exactly what she wanted. I kept going. Oh, and let's not forget the extra shot of espresso, because apparently our regular shots aren't strong enough for someone with such refined taste. By now, like half the cafe was watching me make this drink. I took my sweet time with each step, narrating everything in this overly helpful tone. Now we're going to add the cinnamon, but not too much because we wouldn't want to overwhelm such a sophisticated palate. The whole time, other customers are trying not to laugh, and Victoria is getting more and more embarrassed. She's realizing that everyone is watching her get roasted by a barista, and she can't do anything about it without looking even worse. Finally, after like 10 minutes of this performance, I put the lid on her cup and handed it to her with the brightest smile possible. Here's the absolute masterpiece you designed. I hope it meets your incredibly high standards. She grabbed the cup, her face completely red now, and mumbled something about never coming back. As she's walking out, this older guy in line whispers just loud enough for everyone to hear, Lady, you just got roasted by a barista. The whole cafe burst out laughing, and I got high fives from like 3 different customers. My manager even came over and said that was the best customer service he'd ever seen. But here's the crazy part. 3 days later, Victoria came back. I was expecting her to demand my manager fire me or something. Instead, she walked up to the counter, looked me straight in the eye, and quietly ordered a simple latte. No modifications, no complaints, no attitude. She even left a $5 tip.